The basic, middle and higher levels of education in this country have for a long time had shortcomings when it comes to certification and award of qualifications.
Within a subsector, like at the university level or even at the TVET middle college level, there are programs offered by institutions which other members of the sector do not know or understand or know what goes into them. You are familiar with the fake certificates in the market. This has arisen due to the lack of a national learners record database for verification of the award of certificates, diplomas and degrees.
It is for this reason that education stakeholders in the country have retreated to the Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development, KICD, to review the contents of the Kenya National Qualification Framework draft regulations. Education Cabinet Secretary Dr. Matiang'i said the framework will bring to an end anarchy, confusion and mediocrity that have defined certifications and qualifications in educational and training institutions in the country.
Because what we are doing here is we are ending anarchy in the manner in which we manage the certification and qualification processes in our country. You meet 7 people, each one of them holds a diploma, and they mean 7 different things. One has spent 3 months, another one 6 months, another one 12 months, another one 1 year and a half, and when you calculate the courses they have studied, they have never been weighted by anyone. So you cannot tell whether one diploma is the same as the other one in terms of weight, relevance, and quality, as it were. Then the anarchy that sets in when it comes to admitting students to the universities. My good friends, there is nothing better we could have done for our education sector than get to this point of ending this anarchy. And of course, I've just been telling Professor Kere that we need to address, let us be completely exhaustive in dealing with some of these issues. I meet parents every day who tell me this. My daughter or my son studied law in Australia or in the UK or in another country, in Canada, some such place. They graduated. They arrived here and applied to join the Kenya School of Law. And they were told, no. Go to Riara University and study some 16 units you did not study, so that we can actually admit you here to the School of Law, so that we can prepare you then to become a lawyer. There are so many parents who are agonizing out there. There are so many of our children who are frustrated because we have never told them this is what you need to go to point B, which is what any responsible society does.
Various players gave recommendations on how to improve the framework, which is being developed in accordance with the Kenya Qualification Act of 2012. The regulations will be a first of its kind in the country and will ensure that learners get an equal recognition to equal levels of learning.
We're arguing about this. We ourselves, when we're having this discussion in the ministry, we argue a lot about this. Is a diploma from Kisumu National Polytechnic, the same as the diploma from Kenya Institute of Management. Do they hold the same weight? Can you therefore be admitted to the University of Nairobi on the same terms if you came from Kisumu National Polytechnic, just as those who come from Kenya Institute of Mass Communication? That's why we are doing this, because we want to make sure that this is harmonized and we reduce the amount of pressure and stress on our people.
They will also guide the credit transfer process from one tier of education and training to another. Caroline Kamar reporting for Channel 1 News.